Hi guys, Keela here. So today I'm going to talk about the Apprentice. Now, the Apprentice, I would say it is a sideways move, but your chest is still upright. Now, there's a couple of ways to get into your Apprentice. So I'm going to talk about the entry from cradle. So if you've not seen cradle video, go check that out. So to start executing this move, we're going to talk about the half bracket, where my outside arm, okay, is going to be at a 90-degree angle. My inside arm is your half split grip, okay? So this one is a half split grip and a half bracket, aka half bracket, okay? Now, to get into this move, I'm going to have my back toward y'all, okay? Here, I'm going to recommend that you take your inside arm, have your half split grip going on, so make sure that you have a slight bend in your elbow, okay? Your outside hand is going to be at the half bracket, 90-degree motion, okay? Full grip again, half bracket. Now, here, when you are first learning, I recommend that you bring in your knee, okay? And you'll see that I'm kind of pushing on my hip. My knee is already starting to turn toward y'all, so it's turning away from me because that's where my chest is going. It's going to the direction my chest is about to head in, okay? Now, when I get ready to go, I'm going to pull and allow my chest, try to align it with my hips almost, okay? So when I do this, my outside leg is going to try to come up, ankle to the front of the pole toward my face, okay? You want to make sure that you get your ankle above your hand as high as possible, okay? So we do not want to trap it. So here, turning my knee, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling with my top arm, pushing with my bottom, allowing my knee to come toward my chest, crunch, so I can bring the ankle to the front, okay? Now, you're going to go into what I call frog legs when you're executing. And as you saw from there, I crunched my knee. And when I lifted and brought my foot up, you notice that my knee was kind of right above my elbow. So I didn't actually trap it. It looks like it was trapped, but it wasn't. Okay? Now, from the floor position, okay, I'm going to show you what I mean by that frog. Okay? Since I'm already down here low, I can't put my hand into the position. So I'm going to go ahead and align my chest almost with my hips and my knee. And because I'm on the floor, do you see I'm already creating this frog position? See how the top arm is bent? When you crunch, think about taking your pelvis and bringing it towards you. Okay? So when I do this, you see that my knee is already coming to my shoulder. And now that I have this half bracket on, see how much easier it was for me to get my ankle to the front of the pole, okay? And it's so much easier on the floor. So when you're first learning, I want you to think about laying on your side and then slowly turning your chest up. And because I'm doing that, I have to think about crunching my knees as much as I can to my shoulders. So you can think about playing footsie with yourself. Because you don't want to play footsie like that. That's not cute. You want to bring it here so you can see your toes. And see how my knee is above my bicep? My knee is trying to come to my shoulder. Okay? I'm going to get on my forearm so I have a really good position of where I want my chest. Now I can lift and bring it up. So a lot of students are like, I don't have flexibility. It's not flexibility. It's actually more of an illusion again. Because if you're trying to do this without having a crunch, you're just like, okay, I'm here. Even someone, like, I have to, it's kind of like, okay, but if I crunch, look how much easier it was for me to lift up. Because I'm taking my pelvis and trying to bring it toward my face. Instead of keeping my pelvis away, I'm tucking like I am right now talking to y'all. If I do this and try to lift, it's harder. But if I do this, see how much of a difference that is? I'm going to keep my hands here, but straighten up my spine and try to lift up. Not as pretty, right? Crunch, lift. Okay? So crunch it. Tuck it towards you. Okay? Now, I'm going to do it from another side so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay? This is my outside hand. Half bracket. Inside head down. I'm going to go ahead and tuck. Okay? See how my knee is already trying to go the direction my chest wants to go in? I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring myself into that frog position. So as I start pulling in, slight lean back. Then I can bring the foot up. When I want to get out of it, you can do frog legs, close your knees, come out, because I went the secretly to cradle to get out. Okay? Now if I'm in actual cradle, you have to go back to the frog legs to get your apprentice. Okay? So if I'm in a cradle, I still have 2 frog legs. Crunch, ankle in front. No crunch, can't get it up. Crunch, get it up. Okay? So hopefully that kind of helps. Let me know.